Benson, for the very kind words of introduction. First, my greetings and thanks to your President, our President, Dr. Lijay Charles, for the invitation to speak to you today. This is a distinct honor, and I will try very hard to do justice to the invitation. Greetings as well to my new friends, Benson, Mr. Mayargas, who's here somewhere, Dr. Mary Rose Imperial, whom I have not really met personally, and to an old friend from my MBA days at De La Salle, GSPE, De La Salle. And hi to the teaching staff, the professors that make up the teaching staff of the college. Maybe I should ask the graduates later kung sino yung mga terror so I could report to Dr. Charles. And of course, my special greetings to all of you who are graduating today. This is your day and you have every reason to be proud. I asked for statistics breakdown of the graduating class, and it seems that there are only 6 girls, or barely 10% of the graduating class. And I think that's disappointing. And it's a challenge to do something about it. I think that engineering and IT are basically knowledge courses where girls should have better or equal or better chances of excelling. Now, stepping out into the real world, are you ready for it? Today, as the cliche goes, is the first day of the rest of your lives. And tomorrow you will step out into the real world. To some it may be a bit scary. Am I prepared for this? How soon will I be able to get a job? How long will my parents continue to give me my allowance? Did I take the right course? And so forth and so forth. But no need to worry. You've gone this far in your lives, and judging from the looks in your faces this afternoon, you have not made any major mistakes so far. It is good to remember, though, that your success and happiness down the road depends to a large extent by how well you have been prepared for the journey. Before this day is over, I suggest that you pause and acknowledge what the following have done for you. Your family, particularly your parents, who gave you your character and moral foundation, and more important, your allowance for the last 15 years or so. Your teachers from grade school and high school, who were the ones who gave you the basic skills and the foundation for greater education. Your college, the East Asia College, for making available to you its competent teachers and excellent facilities to equip you with the specialized skills in your chosen fields. But you must also realize that to a greater extent your future success will depend on how well you are able to leverage your preparation and how well you are able to improve on it. And you must understand that while your basic schooling ends today when you receive your diplomas, education is really a lifelong journey, and it's just starting today. Now you understand why graduations are called commencement exercises, not ending exercises. Like you, I too decided very early on that I wanted to be an engineer. Thanks God I never thought of becoming a lawyer, like Marcos, for example, or an economist, like Gloria, or a general like Garcia. Otherwise, I might just have added to the big mess that our poor country is in today. Like in progressive countries, it's about time that our society started to recognize those fields of endeavor that positively contribute to national welfare and prosperity, like engineering and IT, for example, and generously reward those who make a mark in those fields. We should also go slow in glorifying basketball stars, entertainment and media personalities, who in my mind hardly qualify to be role models for our youth. As my dear farmer father always liked to tell us, let us first teach our youth the right work ethic before we teach them how to play or how to have a good time. Today you are at the crossroads, so to speak. I heard the term several times during the Mass. And you have two basic career options. Option 1, which is to work for others, and option 2, which is to work for yourself. Of course, if you were born to enormous wealth, hopefully ethically acquired, you have a third option, which is not to work at all. Whichever option you choose, it is advisable to go get a job early. Get the feel of being immersed in an actual workplace. Forget about job security or high pay at the start. Spend your first few years, or even your first few jobs, to learn as much as you can. Be like a sponge. Before you sit down to craft the vision and the roadmap for your career and the rest of your life. If you choose option 1, it is important that you specialize. Particularly if you prefer backroom work such as R&D and software development, or honest-to-goodness engineering work. Your value in the marketplace is exponentially proportional to the level and the quality of your special skills. Further technical schooling that converts from short courses or seminars to full-blown MS courses is recommended. Some companies, such as ours, provide this specialized training as incentives for promising employees. If your employer will not, consider it as a good personal investment for your career. If you have good leadership skills and instead prefer managing people and operations, your chances of moving up the professional ladder under option 1 are very high. And I suggest that you invest in an MBA degree, as your market value will increase further and faster as a result. I'm not sure if FEU has an MBA program. If FEU does, then your worries are over. If not, maybe De La Salle will do. In case you're not aware, trivia, Dr. Charles was the Dean of the Graduate School of Business and Economics at De La Salle before she became your president. If you decide to work for others, here are some practical tips. Number 1 is always give your best. The company deserves to get their salaries worth. Number 2 is never refuse additional tasks or responsibilities. These are opportunities for acquiring new knowledge and experience. Avoid asking for a raise. If the company thinks that you deserve it, they will give it to you without your asking. However, if your contribution is not being properly recognized and rewarded, you are most likely in the wrong company and should move on. Never badmouth your company, especially if you are still part of it. If you should leave for whatever reason, always do it amicably and never burn your bridges behind you. If you are averse to working for others, as I am, then it's option 2 for you. And you should start planning for your own business soon. However, you should actually go on your own only after you have experience working for others. I do not recommend an MBA degree because MBA programs are typically designed for managers in large corporations. And it would be an overkill for the typical mom and pop sized businesses in the Philippine setting. Instead, take up courses in entrepreneurship. Fortunately, many reputable schools are now offering these courses from basic to master's level that are more suited to your particular needs. They also take much less time and much less resources. Once you are prepared to set up your own company, here are some broad tips based on my own experience. When choosing people to work